Thanks. By the Call Shop of Rogers Department Store. And by McDonald's. It's a good time for the great taste of McDonald's. Here is Rick Berkey.
And good evening again, everyone. Welcome to high school basketball here on TV 17, your special place. We're in the OK Blue Division for the big first-place battle between the Godwin Wolverines and the Hamilton Hawkeyes. Rick Berkey and Pat Klein. Pat, electricity here in the air at Godwin Fieldhouse tonight.
Terrific atmosphere here this evening here, Rick, for this basketball game. Two very, very fine basketball teams. We have Godwin Heights Wolverines 7-1 against the Hamilton Hawkeyes 6-2.
First place in the OK Blue Division certainly on the line. Godwin has that one-game lead. Of course, Godwin and Hamilton met earlier. Godwin got Hamilton needs this one, and if they can win, Middleville is certainly pulling for Hamilton tonight. It would turn into a three-way race.
That's right. I'm sure Hamilton has got an upset on their mind coming into the Godwin Fieldhouse here this evening. We've got great atmosphere. We have a big crowd on hand here at Godwin. Should be a lot of fun, Rick.
And we're looking forward to tonight's ball game, and we'll be back with the introduction of the starting line.
Comfortably. Thanks to my old Ken IRA, I did. Looking back, I feel good knowing my savings are insured and growing fast. And that's important to me now. But today I'm concerned about taxes. And my old Ken IRA really helps because the money's going to me instead of the IRS. A few years ago, the kids are growing and money is tight, but I still save a little in my IRA every payday. Now, I'm glad I did.
I knew it when you come in here. That knobbling rod shot and that knibbling bent for right in that thin rod over there.
Ever wonder if you're getting the straight scoop when you have your car serviced? Your 3 Grand Rapids Chevy dealers know your car inside and out. They'll take the time to explain what is needed, why it's needed, and how much it'll cost. We figure the best way to sell you a new Chevrolet is to make sure you're happy with the one you have now. See your 3 Grand Rapids Chevy dealers. Cool, classic, and Berger Chevrolet. After all, our future depends on your satisfaction.
Could win $1,000 a week for life playing Lifetime Deal.
I got a better chance of being struck by lightning. 1 ticket, please.
Honeycomb Sports Stakes is back. Imagine winning a 5-minute shopping spree worth up to $1,000 from your favorite sports store. For a chance to win, look for specially marked boxes of Honeycomb cereal. Inside, find sports-themed stickers. Peel them off. Find out instantly if you're a Sports Stakes winner. It's loads of fun, and 100 kids will win in Honeycomb Sports Stakes. For free stickers, write Post Honeycomb Sports Stakes, P.O. Box 1658, New York, New York 10016.
All right!
Live college basketball. The place, TV 17. The time, Wednesday night at 8. The action, Iowa plays host to the Golden Gophers of Minnesota, and the hardwood gets hot. Get ready to be on hand for college basketball live, Wednesday night at 8, right here on TV 17.
The crowd cheers. The Godwin Heights Pep Band has completed our national anthem, and we're ready for the introduction of the starting lineup. First of all, at one guard, 5'10" senior Steve Overbeek.
Steve averages 7 points per game, Rick, and he's a very, very important cog in this Hamilton team.
At the other guard, a 6'1" senior Mark Tanis.
He averages 7 points and 5 assists per game.
At the center, big man, 6'7" senior Kurt Behrens.
Double figures in both rebounds and scoring, 13 points per game and 10 rebounds.
At one forward, 6'5" junior Bruce Vanderkalk.
He also averages 13 points per game and 7 rebounds.
Husky young man. You get a good look here at Bruce. And at the other forward, 6-foot senior Bob Reimink.
Bob stands 6 foot, as you said, and averages 9 points per game and 5 assists per game.
Hamilton 6-2 in the conference and 7-6 overall. Now the introduction of the host Godwin Wolverines, coached by Jim Carroll, 7-1 in the league and 9-4 overall. First of all, one guard, the All-State candidate, 5'8" senior Andre Chillers.
He's the big gun in their team right here, 24 points per game. Just a great player.
At the other guard, 5'8" junior defensive specialist Carl Nelson.
Carl averages just 4 points per game, but he's the best defender on this Godwin team.
In the middle, 6'6" senior Dale Van Valkenburg.
An important rebounder inside, averages 10 points per game as well as 5 rebounds per game.
At one forward, a 6'3" sophomore just brought up this month, Dan Belstra.
Very important player in the Godwin attack this year. just a sophomore, averaged 10 points per game and 9 rebounds.
And the other forward, 6-foot junior, Randy Casper.
14 points per game for Randy, as well as 10 rebounds per game.
All right, there's the Godwin lineups. Again, they're 7-1, 9-4 overall. The Hamilton coach is Wayne Tanis. And the Godwin coach is Jim Carroll. There's a look at the Godwin huddle. And our officials tonight, Pat, a couple of veterans.
Well, on the left, you have Ray Bomley, and on the right, Jim Danhoff, both veteran officials.
All right, here we go. We're ready for a good ball game. Again, first place in the OK Blue Division on the line. Godwin has the one-game lead over Hamilton, and it should be a good ball game.
That's right, Rick. I tell you, the atmosphere here is really conducive to a big basketball game. The Godwin fans, all decked out in blue and gold, are really up for this basketball game. They've got the paint on their faces. They've got blue and gold helmets and blue and gold everything. And it's just a great, colorful atmosphere here at the home of the Fighting Wolverines.
As we look at our TV 17 cameras, we see Godwin in their home blue uniforms with gold lettering, and Hamilton with their away gold uniforms and dark blue. So a nice contrast here. Tip goes batted around, and Vanderkolk retrieves for Hamilton.
It certainly has all the makings of a championship game, Rick.
This is Bob Reimink. Right side, this is Wayne Tanis. Good hands by Casper, deflects the pass from Behrens, and Hamilton keeps it.
Both of these teams have excellent scoring balance, Rick, throughout their lineups. And as we go on with the game, we'll be able to point that out.
This is Steve Overbeek. Out front, Behrens looks inside, takes a dribble, and pops from 15, banks it in.
Well, I can guarantee you he didn't mean to bank it, but it still counts as 2 on the board.
Don't let him tell you the bank's not open on Friday night, Pat. 7.5 to go. Just in a way. Here's Chillers penetrating right away. We've got a foul. It'll be a block on Hamilton. It'll be a blocking foul on number 24, Mark Tanis. First foul of the ball game.
Andre Chillers just has excellent speed and quickness. He's a very talented athlete. You'll see Andre here getting a step on his man, taking it to the basket and getting fouled. Andre's going to go line to shoot 2.
Andre will get a pair. Outstanding basketball player, Pat. Of course, Andre is our TV 17 Player of the Week last week, so he'll appear on High School Basketball Recap, which follows our game tonight. Then immediately following that, we'll have the Michigan State Northwestern basketball game, so stay tuned. We've got a big night of basketball here in store for you on TV 17, your special place.
And over in the Godwin cheering section, a lot of confetti going up in the air.
There's a steal, and Chillers converts just like that. Pressure again, and there's your timeout. Just 50, or make that 49 seconds into the game, and the Hamilton Hawkeyes have called their first timeout. We'll stay right here, Pat. One thing, talking to both coaches prior to the game, they both agreed on one thing, and that was that the press that Godwin loves to use will be the key to the game. Hamilton's coach Wayne Tanis says, if we can handle the press, I feel good about our chances. And Godwin's coach Jim Carroll said, just as we need our press to be effective.
Psychologically, with Hamilton having to call that timeout, it certainly puts the initial edge in the favor of Godwin, Rick. Anytime you have to call a timeout that quickly just to get the ball across the 10-second line, I think you play with doubt and some very, very difficult confidence right now, and that's really a plus for Godwin. You know, you've got 5'8" Andre Chillers and 5'8" Carl Nelson, their best defender, really going to cause problems in there for Hamilton, and it's going to be interesting to see how Hamilton will try to break this press. There's a good picture of Wayne Tanis a little bit early in the ballgame to be concerned, but again, a good decision on his part, though, to get a timeout.
Well, what a special year the whole Hamilton area had last year, of course, as the Hamilton Hawkeyes went on to the Class C state championship. But it's a new year, mostly new players, and another good ball club. On the dribble, this is Reimink from the baseline pop. He hits it. Reimink, an outstanding football player. You may remember, one of our TV 17 football players of the year. Chillers fires it up the other way. Can't get it. Rebound loose, pulled out of there by Behrens, but Chillers comes down with a steal. Nice feed underneath. This is Belstra for the hoop. Godwin has a 5-4 lead. We played only a minute and a half.
Watch for the double team at half court.
Reimink gets caught up in the air, but gets it away to Tanis. Tanis all the way out front to Vanderkolk, who has to come to the top of the key. That's not his territory, but Behrens will let it fly from there, but he took steps.
Yes, he did. Excellent team defense that time by Godwin. Quick feet. You see it 2-2-1. Zone press now. Hamilton trying to, and they get a turnover.
The Hamilton pulls away the defensive gem that time, and the Hawkeyes can take the lead with a hoop here. Reimink being watched by Nelson. Gives it up to Overbeek. Behrens now looks inside. Long pop by Tanis, no good. Rebound though by Behrens. Good inside move and a hoop.
Good rebound inside.
Behrens has 4 and Hamilton has a 1-point lead. Near steal, now it is stolen. Tanis ahead to Overbeek. Drives down, stops, forces it up. It goes in, but it won't count. He dragged the pivot foot. Nice shot of a very large crowd here at Godwin Fieldhouse. The downstairs is filled completely, Pat, and I'd say the upstairs is about 3/4 full.
Well, it's been a long time since Godwin's had a winning team.
Behrens comes away with a steal. Nice pass to Overbeek for the hoop. All of a sudden, Hamilton's press is showing the difference. This is Chillers. Nice feed to Belstra. Blocked beautifully by Vanderkolk.
Nice pass by Andre that time, however.
Overbeek can't get the hoop, but Behrens got the rebound. Can't score, though. Rebound tied up. Belstra, the young sophomore, against Bruce Vanderkolk, the junior. 6'5" and 6'3", and they both got a lot of scoring to do. I'm going to correct myself. There was a foul on Vanderkolk that time.
Reaching over the back, I believe. I think it was a pretty good call.
Second team foul against Hamilton.
Both teams showing the same types of press.
Chillers now looking at a 2-3 zone. Casper in the corner. Nice feed into Belstra, who moves and pops from 12. No good. Rebound on the floor, and Nelson pulls away. We've got a whistle. I think it's on Belstra. It is. Belstra followed his shot aggressively, but according to the official, a little too aggressively. 4:39 to go. Hamilton with the basketball and an 8-5 lead. Reimink against pressure, double teamed out front, throws it, and Overbeek saves it. Vanderkolk thinks, throws it out to Behrens. Tanis lets it fly from 17, and he hits it.
Hamilton's off to a good start, Rick.
5-point lead, collision out front, but no call. This is Chiller, stop, pop, no good. Rebound batted around, and Hamilton's got it. Overbeek from 20, yes!
Now Godwin's going to ask for a timeout.
And they get that timeout with 3:53 to go. The score, Hamilton 12, Godwin 5. Pat, again, the press was expected by Godwin to be effective, but I don't think either team really looked for Hamilton to show the effectiveness of their press.
Well, not only is their press effective right now, but their out-court shooting, they haven't missed a shot that I recall, Rick, here early in the first quarter. But both teams are showing essentially the same types of pressure. 2-2-1 full court press, or sometimes Godwin will double team at half court, but essentially both teams try to play the same types of game. Both teams have pretty good size inside and excellent quickness, so both these teams match up very well, and it should be an evenly matched game.
And Pat, we both wondered about that timeout after only 49 seconds by Hamilton as you get a look at the crowd here at Godwin. But in retrospect, I guess we got to give credit to Coach Tanis, because since that timeout, his team has handled that pressure very well.
Very, very right, Rick. And again, even though they had to call a timeout so early in the basketball game, I think they did the right thing by getting organized, even though psychologically, sometimes that hurts your kids.
Carl Nelson brings it across the timeline on the dribble. Cross court, Casper's got the ball at the free throw line. Blocked beautifully. We've got a foul, though. I think it's going to be on Kurt Behrens. We'll check it. Fouls on Kurt Behrens, number 42, indeed. That's Kurt's first and the team's third against Hamilton. 3:41 left here in our first quarter.
Berenstain, 6'7". He's a good-sized young man.
Nice shooting touch from outside as well. Common foul. Chillers inbounds to Nelson. This is Chillers from the other corner. No good. Rebound loose, and Chillers got it. He lets it fly again. Short again. Rebound loose. We've got a foul on Belstra, number 15, over the top.
Well, Andre's not afraid to put the ball up, obviously, Rick, and he's averaging 24 points per game, so he's the one that Godwin looks to go to. But as soon as he gets untracked, you know, Godwin's going to feel a lot better off, I'm sure.
Dan Belstra, the young sophomore, with his second foul. Near steal out front, and saved, though, nicely by Reiming, but a beautiful defensive play by Nelson with a near steal, and now Nelson forces the turnover.
And you can attribute that entire defensive work to Carl Nelson. Really caused the turnover, and according to Coach Carroll, he's the best defensive player on this team, and there's a pretty good reason why.
He had those feet moving there, didn't he?
Quick. He and Chillers form a real formidable backcourt.
First substitution in the lineup for Godwin. Forward Sean Ryan, a 6-foot junior. Nelson now running the offense from the point. Casper lets it fly, can't get the rebound, can't get the shot, and the rebound pulled down by Bob Reiming. Godwin coming out cold here, and Hamilton hot, despite the fact the game being played at Godwin's Fieldhouse.
See a good look at Godwin's man-to-man defense.
Tanis to Vanderkolk. Reiming gets a half step and lets it fly from 12 and hits it.
Tough shot that time for number 22, Bob Reiming, 6-foot senior.
Hamilton jumps into its press, 14-5 in favor of the Hawkeyes. There's a steal again, another turnover.
3 turnovers so far for Godwin. We still have 2:24 to play in the second quarter, or excuse me, in the first quarter.
Vanderkolk out to Behrens. Behrens will take that shot. Near steal, but it's retrieved by Reiming, who forces it up. No good. Rebound pulled down by Casper of Godwin. Carl Nelson. This is Chillers. Nice feed underneath the Van Valkenburg, who scores and he's fouled.
Get it count. Andre Chillers, who comes in here to this game with a great reputation as a scorer, just made a beautiful pass. Just a great, great pass by Andre Chillers.
They came dressed for action tonight here at Godwin.
Van Valkenburg's a good-sized young man. See that pass inside by Chillers. Van Valkenburg gets fouled. It's going to count. Number 31, 6'6" senior, left-hander.
And Van Valkenburg converts the three-point play, cutting Godwin's deficit to 6 points. We have 2 minutes left in our first quarter.
And now you see a 1-2-1-1 trap.
And your offensive foul called on Mark Tanis, and the pressure pays off. Tanis is second, the team's fourth. I should mention Tab Brooks in the lineup for Godwin.
Tab's a 5'8" junior. He averages 5 points per game off the bench.
This is Brooks now running the offense for the Wolverines. Casper back to Brooks. This is Chillers, gets a step, scoops it up, no, rebound pulled down by Behrens.
Godwin's not getting many extra shots at the basket.
Overbeek backing in, out front to Reiming. This is Tanis to Reiming. Hamilton showing good patience, good defense by Godwin. There's a block foul on Andre Chillers, number 25. Andre's first and a team's second. Team's third, correction. Into the lineup for Hamilton. First substitution, forward number 50, Kurt Friedrichsen.
And Coach Tanis is employing a coaching strategy that lots of people like to use. They like to rest their players around the quarters, take them out with a minute and a half or so to go, so they can get a rest not only the rest of the first quarter, but during the timeout between quarters.
Friedrichsen just in the lineup, kind of tough to take a shot. He had a shot and he knew it, but it's tough to take one as soon as the first time you touch the ball.
Now Godwin's in a 2-1-2 zone.
Tanis, now he's into Friedrichsen on the baseline, who wheels, deals, gives out to Reiming. Nice feed to Overbeek for the pop, and he can't get it though. Tipped up, almost in. Rebound on the floor, and Brooks comes away with it for Godwin. Tab Brooks with the John Jefferson spectacles. This is Randy Casper inside, forced up by Ryan, no good. Rebound Reiming. Length of the court pass down here to Overbeek, who scoops it up and in.
There's a mental mistake that time by Godwin, not getting back in defense in time.
Overbeek has a half dozen, and it's 16-8 in favor of Hamilton with 25 seconds to go in the quarter. Nice feed underneath, but a good hand defensively by Friedrichsen. Saves a hoop, and Godwin will keep it with 22 ticks left. Chillers inbounds to Kaspers. Back to Chillers. Chillers lets it fly from 20. No good. Rebound by Friedrichsen. Hamilton will get the last shot if they play it right here with 12 left. Reimink with 8. Overbeek with 6. Reimink with 5. I don't know if they know it. Reimink. Tanis lets it fly from 20. It's off the mark, and that'll end our first quarter. The score, Hamilton 16, Godwin 8 after 1 quarter of action. We'll take a timeout and come back with more right after this.
What makes Rogers one of the leading big and tall shops in the country? Well, I could give you 100 good reasons, and one of the best is Rogers' Expert Tailor Shop. Rogers' big and tall tailors pay careful attention to every little detail. Proper fit is so important to looking good. The big and tall shop of Rogers Department Store knows what it takes to give you a great fit.
Be sure to check out end-of-season savings during the winter sale going on now at Rogers Big and Tall Shop.
You could win $1,000 a week for life playing Lifetime Deal.
I got a better chance of being struck by lightning. 1 ticket, please.
Miserable is what I'm going to make your miserable lives every miserable minute of every miserable day.
If today's schools
Welcome to St. Basil's.
Eat up, mister.
are tomorrow's future, heaven help us. What they're learning, they'll never find in books.
Lust is the beast within you. Thank you, guy.
Heaven help us. Rated R. Starts Friday at a theater near you.
Quarter has an 8-point lead, but Godwin has the tip. Chillers penetrates, scoops it up beautifully and scores.
And he used the left hand on that. And a big part of the Godwin problem, Rick, in that first quarter is Andre already scored 3 points. One free throw and 1 field goal. They need Andre's scoring power.
Pressure out front. We've got another turnover by Godwin. The pressure up that time by Brooks, and Belstra forced the turnover.
Now you see Hamilton changing their defense at a 2-1-2.
Jumper from the corner, no good by Casper. Rebound pulled down by Reimink.
Hamilton's dominating the glass right now.
Overbeek thinks about it, pulls back up instead. Now Overbeek gets the 14-footer and he nails it.
Nice looking jump shot for number 20, Steve Overbeek, 5'10" senior.
Overbeek with 8 already in the game. He just averages 7 a game. So Overbeek having a good offensive night. This is Belstra, the sophomore. Out front to Brooks. Brooks, nice move, takes the 12-footer, gets the roll.
Look at this pressure that Godwin's putting on right now.
Near steal, but Ryman gets it, throws it ahead to Tanis. Underneath, they've got a 2-on-1. This is a nice feed inside, shot up, no good. Vanderkolk almost got the rebound, but back comes Chillers. He wants to run on the fly. Chillers to Casper and a hoop.
Great individual effort by Andre Chillers. He went solo and dished off the assist.
Andre having a tough time shooting at this point, but by golly, he's had a couple nice passes.
Rick, he may be the quickest player we've seen this year.
Could very well be. Reimink looks inside. Tanis now lets it fly from 17, and it's all net.
Big basket for Hamilton right now. They're going to apply a 2-2-1 full court zone press.
6:15 to go. Length of the court pass nearly stolen. This is Chillers from 18, yes.
He's warming up.
He's not shy, as you say, Pat, not at all. And there's a blocking foul on number 10, Tab Brooks. Didn't get outside on the defense that
Rick,
time.
I like the way that they're using Andre Chillers against the full court zone press. They put him in the middle, of that zone press. And anytime they can get the ball to him, he's already got it in very good position to make something happen. He gets the ball, he turns, he can shoot a free throw off the dribble. I say shoot from the free throw line off the dribble. He can dish it off. I think that's excellent utilization of their star guard, Andre Chillers.
Carl Nelson's back in for Godwin, and Kurt Behrens is back in for Hamilton. Reimick the other way, can't get the shot to fall, and a foul out front on Hamilton.
Boy, Andre just went and got that ball, Rick. He is extremely quick.
And that's Wayne Tanis's third foul. Make that Mark Tanis. Don't want to blame it on his dad. That's the son's fault. But Mark's third foul caused for concern right away for Hamilton. Checking in to replace Tanis, guard Mark Sutton, 6'1" senior. And Sutton's main role, I'm sure here, Pat, as far as Coach Wayne Tanis will go, is to help get the ball across the midcourt line against that pressure defense.
That's right, Rick. They're going to really need some strong defense. He's hot right now. He wants the ball. He had only 3 points in the first quarter, and already here early in the second quarter, he's got 5, a total of 8 on the night.
Chiller's second attempt on the 1-and-1 is short, and gets the roll again.
Look at this zone press now.
Godwin's back to within 2 with 5:45 to go here in our first half. Overbeek takes his time, gives it over to Reimick.
Well, Chillers and Nelson really can cause you fits out there.
This is Sutton out to Reimick. Cross court, Overbeek. Overbeek from 20, got it!
He's a shooter. He wants the ball. He's really a fine shooter. He's got 10 already.
Outstanding shooting by Steve Overbeek. And we've got a foul out front on Hamilton. I think this will go on number 44, Mark Sutton. And that'll be a 1-and-1 situation again for Andre Chillers.
Well, these students are really into the game here at Godwin. You can see them in the background there, the cheerleaders and their fans. They're really excited about this game. As we said earlier, Godwin has not had a winning season since 1975, and they had a once proud tradition of high school basketball players here, Rick, and we'll get into that a little bit later.
All right, the free throw is no good by Chillers. Yeah, you mentioned the Godwin fans, Pat. I don't think they've sat down yet.
I don't believe they have.
They've stood the entire game.
I don't think they have any intention on it.
This is Sutton out front, Reimick against the zone defense now. Sutton thinks about the 20-footer, and Reimick takes it, but can't get the shot to fall. Rebound, Belstra. This is Chillers on the move. Andre Chillers scoops. Nice feed underneath the Casper who scored.
It's a major league move that time by Andre Chillers.
22-20. Nice feed ahead. Pop the other way by Friedrichsen is good.
And Hamilton is shooting a phenomenal percentage. They just aren't missing.
Good basketball game here from the OK Blue Division. 4.5 to go in our second quarter, 24-20. Nelson's got the 16-footer. He's going to come up short. Rebound underneath, though, by Casper. No good. Nice rebound by Overbeek for Hamilton. Steve Overbeek. Tanis, nice feed inside. Friedrichsen's shot is good.
Nice touch inside by number 50, Friedrichsen. Mark Peterson, 6'3", junior.
Mark's got 4, and Hamilton has a 6-point lead. Feed inside to Belster for the turnaround pop, no good. And a rebound by Friedrichsen, who's doing a fine job off the bench so far for Hamilton.
Godwin needs somebody else to put some points on the board besides Chillers.
Sutton looks inside, can't get it to Friedrichsen, gives instead to Reimick. Out front, Behrens. And Reimick thinks about it. Reimick's got that top of the shot, top of the key shot. This time he lets it fly, and it's good.
Hamilton's just killing them from outside.
Nice shot by Reimick.
Reimick made the all-tournament team in the Grand Rapids Press Holiday Tournament, so you know he's a fine player.
Belstra loses it. It's retrieved by Hamilton's Behrens, who showed good D. Hamilton's starting to pull away now. Again, 8-point lead, 28-20 with 3 minutes to go in our second quarter.
Godwin using his zone defense now.
Reimick to Sutton, who lets a set shot fly, no good. Rebound, we got a jump ball.
Godwin's not doing a very good job rebounding, Rick, and I think that's really the difference in the game. There's a good angle from our cameras. You can see all the fans in the upper balcony here at this fine-looking gymnasium.
I neglected to mention Dean Van Tol in the lineup for Godwin. Tab Brooks back in for Godwin. And Steve Dieterle also checks in for Godwin. Hamilton coach Wayne Tanis doing a good job of shuffling the players in and out.
He's a veteran coach, Rick. He's been through the state championship fight, and he certainly knows what he's doing with his personnel.
Tip goes to Godwin, but Brooks steals it ahead to Kinsper, and he touchdown.
Very good call that time by the official.
Nice shot from our Capper people up above, Robert Davidson and Bob Van Kyken. Now we go to our friend on the baseline, Pat Schooley, for a look at the Hamilton cheerleaders. Near steal, it is stolen by Brooks. He gives to Chillers, and Chillers wants to run. Chillers drives down, scoops it up and in.
Boy, he takes the ball to the basket very well.
Near steal out front by Brooks. You mentioned the quickness of Chillers. I have seen a lot of basketball this year, and Eric McLaughlin and Andre Chillers are far and away the quickest players I have seen, Pat, this year in the area.
I think you're right, Rick. Now, earlier in the season when Hamilton and Godwin played, Coach Tanis felt that his team lacked the physical conditioning that they needed to play against Godwin. I can see why he would say that, Rick, because Godwin keeps coming at you, and you're going to have to be in tip-top shape to beat them. Looked like a travel there.
I mentioned Eric McLaughlin, of course, the outstanding player from Preston High School, who's already signed on a college basketball scholarship here. Shot no good by Overbeek, but a near rebound by Friedrichsen and a jump ball.
And Andre just by hustling caused that tie-up. But Godwin has got to do better on the boards, Rick, or they're going to be in for a tough night here.
I like the play again, Pat, of Mark Friedrichsen, the 6'3" junior coming off the bench. Hasn't scored much for the Hawkeyes this year, but he's already got 4 important points and I'd say another 4 or 5 valuable rebounds. Tip goes out of bounds. Hamilton will keep it. Hope you're enjoying the broadcast. Doing a fine job running the whole thing tonight. Linda Beck, our director.
Well, she was on top of it before the game, telling us what to do, and she's excited about her chance at the big chair.
This is Kurt Behrens. Sutton has the 16-footer, doesn't take it. Gives instead to Behrens, who loses it momentarily, but Reimink alertly retrieves it. Sutton. Corner, Reimink from 17, no good. Rebound pulled down by Godwin. Steve Dieterle with the board. This is Chillers on the drive. No good, but we've got a foul. I think it's going to be on Andre Chillers.
Yes, it is.
25. Andre, as you see, can't believe it.
Coach Carroll on the sidelines not agreeing with that call. That's Andre's second foul. Of course, Godwin can't afford to play without Andre. But I think Coach Carroll's going to substitute him so that Andre does not pick up his 3rd foul here in the first half.
Good move by Coach Carroll. 1:37 left, and it's certainly an important 1:37, but as you say, Pat, it could be devastating if Chillers picked up the 3rd foul for the Wolverines' cause. Brooks now on a defense, double team out front. Nelson and Casper now. Long pass down to Vanderkolk, who drives and gives up to Behrens. Behrens gets inside for the half hook, and it's good.
Nice shot that time by number 42, Kurt Behrens. 6'7" senior.
Behrens has a half dozen, and it's an 8-point lead for Hamilton.
Godwin has to show some real patience now.
Nelson from 16, no good. Rebound Vanderkolk. I wouldn't be surprised if they played for 1 here, Pat.
Well, my point was, with Chillers out of the ball game, they've really got to take their time and get good shots because they can't afford to go down by 10 or 12 here with Andre out of the game.
Nice feed from Sutton to Behrens, but he took steps, or did he get fouled? One of the two. There's a beautiful pass from Sutton on the give and go, and we do have a foul on Godwin. I believe it's on Tab Brooks, his 2nd foul. Going to the line to shoot the 1-on-1, Kurt Behrens. Got a chance to see Hamilton defeat Kelloggsville in an important OK Blue game on Tuesday night, Pat. Kurt Behrens had 28 points. Kurt, the big man for Hamilton this year, 13 points per game, 10 rebounds a game, and averaging 2 block shots a game.
Crucial point in the game for Godwin right now. They must stay close here in the end of the first half.
Pass out front. Casper got it. Lost it on the floor, though, and Tanis almost saved it. Nice hustle out front.
I'd like to see Godwin really slow it down now and hold on to the basketball for the last 45 seconds here, Rick. Without Andre in the game, they just don't seem to have the synchronization or the take charge player. And they don't want to give the possession up to Hamilton without scoring.
Rymick comes back in. Tanis comes out. Tanis playing on the floor, as you saw, with 3 fouls. I think his coach said, I like your aggressiveness, but not with 3 fouls. We're going to let you sit for the last 45 seconds so that we don't pick up that 4th one and pay for it in the second half. Friedrichsen comes back in for Behrens. Nice hand from the Hamilton Hawkeye crowd. Good hand by Rymick. Gives the ball back to Godwin with 43 ticks left in our second quarter. Jumper, Casper, good.
Big hoop for the Wolverines.
Casper's got a half dozen all in this quarter. Now a foul on Casper. Tried to get outside in position, but he did not. Coach Jim Carroll, you see him at sideline. He's upset, not necessarily with the call, but his man just didn't get outside on the press.
He did not establish the position that you have to take the offensive foul.
Here's Steve Overbeek. He's had the hot night. He continues it at the free throw line with his 11th point already. Stay tuned at halftime, of course, Nancy Shirey with her weekly feature, plus a special interview with a member of Hamilton's Class C state championship basketball team last year, Bill Vanderbilt, who, of course, an outstanding athlete as a freshman, already playing on the varsity teams at Hope College in football and basketball. All that plus statistics and summaries at halftime here on TV 17's Game of the Week. Godwin with the ball in 14 seconds. Nelson pulls back out from 10. Godwin wants to get the last shot. 6 seconds. This is Nelson moving in. Stop. Bounce pass into Van Valkenburg. Shot blocked, but a foul on Vanderkolk. That's his second. And Dale Van Valkenburg will go to the line to shoot 2 with 2 seconds to go.
A couple of big free throws this time for Bruce. He can go from 9 to 7 here for the Wolverines, and that gives them a big edge going into the locker room in terms of psychologically. On net.
They had a chance to see one Godwin game last year, their final game of the year, when Calvin Christian defeated them in the district finals, and Van Valkenburg went to the line with no time showing on the clock. His team trailed by 2, and he hit the first one, and the second one just fell off, and it was a heartbreaking loss. 2 seconds to go. Rymick throws it the length of the court. He shows his football form, getting the ball there, and that's the end of our exciting first half of action. And yes, right, everybody's here, including the Pat Quina fan club.
Well, believe it or not, I had nothing to do with that, but I have to say hi to Jeff and Jody Overcleef. Of course, their parents, Bill and Shelley. I had nothing to do with that. There you see Bill waving, but he's a friend from a long ways back, and I appreciate the support, guy.
All right, we'll take a break and come back with halftime activity, and the score, Hamilton 33, Godwin 26. Back with more after this.
100 years ago, the basic rule of the road was keep your horse in check and watch out for loose buggy wheels. But the automobile changed all that, adding untold legal complications to simple travel. If you've been injured in an accident, don't get caught short by not knowing your legal rights. Call a lawyer. Call Sprick & Anderson, 451-2661. They're on your side.
Finance or what? Orville?
I'm Wilbur. He's Orville.
He's Wilbur and he's Orville. Finance what?
Flying machine.
An aeroplane.
It flies.
Flies?
Like a bird.
You're crazy, Wilbur. That's Wilbur. That's Orville.
I'm Wilbur. He's
If you need help to get your good ideas off the ground, talk to Old Kent about your next business venture.
You're both crazy. If man were meant to fly, he'd have wings.
Old Kent Bank, backing your big ideas in business.
part of this nutritious breakfast.
If you dig rock and roll, you're in for a surprise. Free rock stickers, music to your eyes.
3 different sticker strips, one in each specially marked box of Post Super Sugar Crisp cereal.
Haven't seen you since graduation. Hey, guys, how's life treating you?
The job market's a little tough out there.
Too bad you're not out there with us.
Hey, I heard you took electronics training. Sure. It got me what I wanted.
Oh, yeah? Well, can it get you a good job?
I've got more than a good job. I've got a good career. Find out why good training makes good sense. Consider electronics engineering technology. Call ITT Technical Institute at 1-800-621-5800 for a free brochure. Call toll-free 1-800-621-5800.
Well, this is a picture, and there's been rumors going around here all evening that there was a former star of the Godwin Fighting Wolverines here this evening doing the play-by-play. And with the score 33-26 in favor of Hamilton, that little snapshot was the famous one and only Rick Berkey.
Hey, I'd recognize that watermelon grin anywhere, Pat. Back in my younger days, and of course, a league championship team back in '68-69, and a lot of good memories here as we come back to the old homestead.
Well, this is a once proud basketball school here, back with, of course, the legendary Gene Nightingale at the helm, and I know you were a part of those very, very good teams, and you know, you really were a part of a real good tradition there.
All right, a small part, but a part nonetheless. All right, again, here at Godwin High School, 33-26, the favor of Hamilton. You mentioned the tradition and the pride here at Godwin. Right now, we've got with us a very important member of a lot of pride in Hamilton right now. Last year, Class C state championship team, Hamilton all the way to the state finals, Pat. And a key member, Bill Vanderbilt, with us right now. And Bill, of course, has gone on to Hope College, where he played on the varsity as a freshman in football and now with basketball. Bill, congratulations, first of all, on his outstanding high school career. And now you're at Hope College, and it's good to see you come back. Do you like to come back and still watch the old high school?
Oh, yeah, it's nice to get back. It's nice to get back and see all the old friends and stuff.
All right, now you're at Hope College. What about the difference now, the adjustment? First of all, of course, the biggest adjustment academically. You're going to a very fine school. What's it been like for you?
It's been hard to keep up on both the studies and then get the time to practice like that, so it's been busy.
Bill, I got a chance to talk to Curtis this week, and he said one of the problems, the team here had a slow start this year. He said that they expected to live up to last year's tradition, and that's really not fair to do to these kids, is it?
No, it's not. They have a lot of good kids, and I think they just with all the pressure that's been put on them, that they've had some close games and stuff, and then it comes down to the end, and they're expected to win, and they've had things go the other way, and it's just been hard for them.
Well, they're certainly playing good ball tonight. We wish you the best of luck in your college career at Hope College, academically and athletically, and you're doing a fine job. Keep it up.
Well, thanks.
Bill Vanderbilt from Hamilton High School and Hope College, and we'll take another timeout. Come back with Nancy Shire's special halftime report right after this. Thanks, Bill.
Being inducted into the Baseball Hall of Fame was certainly the highlight of my career. Baseball has given me the chance to meet some great people on and off the field, and that's one of the reasons that I really enjoy coming to Grand Rapids and the big and tall shop of Rogers Department Store. The people are great, nice and friendly, eager to assist you, always with that extra smile. The big and tall shop of Rogers Department Store keeps you looking and feeling good.
Attention viewers. Please have a pencil and paper ready to be included in the following national advertising test campaign. Viewers of this station are invited to receive a nationally distributed brand name 35mm camera featuring imported optics for the unheard of price of only $19.88. 35mm cameras sell for as much as $300 in department stores. Due to the nature of this campaign, we are not disclosing the brand name of this fine camera on the air. This is not a toy or an Instamatic type, but a true 35mm camera, which also makes a fine gift. Its state-of-the-art features include a 40mm fixed focus lens, direct film advance, hot shoe contact for flash, leatherette carrying case, and wrist strap, complete instructions for simple operation, and most important, a full 1-year limited warranty. Because we wish to ensure their even test distribution, this offer may not be available in stores and may be withdrawn at any time. Only 2 cameras per household will be permitted. This is a direct-to-the-consumer offer and not open to dealers. Only credit card and prepaid orders will be accepted. Viewers who wish to receive this fine camera, please stand by with a pencil and paper.
For MasterCard and Visa orders only, no CODs, call toll-free 1-800-453-1400. That's 1-800-453-1400. Or send 1988 plus 385, postage and handling to camera. Box 1345, Murray Hill Station, New York, New York, 10156.
Big and old, or wait, big and tall, what is it? Big and small, short and tall, whatever. They come out here, they enjoy their basketball. What a cute little one she is. Anyway, she's enjoying the game. Hamilton leads Godwin 33-26 here at the Godwin Fieldhouse. And Nancy Shirey visited Godwin Heights High School this week for our halftime feature. Sit back and enjoy as she takes a look at some science classes that students from surrounding schools enjoy at Godwin Heights.
Godwin Heights High School was one of only 200 schools nationwide last year to win a Carnegie Grant. It was used to improve the school's community resource guide because Godwin has a commitment to sending students out into the workforce well prepared. With an average of 70% of the graduating class deciding against college, Principal Bob Nordelos says it's important to provide opportunities for students to explore different careers while still at the high school level.
We also were notified that our career assessment program is now included in the National Diffusion Network. So anyone in the United States and neighboring countries who wishes to learn about programs for career awareness, our program is listed in there and what our results have been. They've been very positive because we can prove that students in our program make better decisions than students who have not been in our program.
The day we visited Godwin Heights, dissecting was the topic of concern. Principal Nordelos says the anatomy and physiology courses are so extensive and popular, they have students in class from surrounding schools.
I'm very proud of the science department because we have some exceptional teachers, we have some exceptional programs. Some students from neighboring schools come to our high school to partake in some of the classes because their schools cannot offer them. One example is our anatomy and physiology class.
Science teacher Bob Jaworski says most of the students stick out these higher-level science courses, even though they're not thrilled with the prospect of dissecting a human body, because most are thinking of a career someday in medicine.
This is a class in human physiology and anatomy, and they're dissecting the cats. Right now we're working on the various muscles that are found in the cat, and then we relate those to the human. Most of the students here will be going into some area of medicine, and consequently, in order to compete at the college level, we do a real in-depth study of the cat anatomy, and then later on in the year we go to Grand Valley State College, where we have a chance to look at the human cadavers in their anatomy program. So it makes the whole course, it's the highlight of the course at the end of the year, is to view and show and tell the different muscles and organs found in the cadavers of a human.
Well, right now we're just dissecting the cats, and we're learning the muscles, and next I guess we go to the circulatory system. Joined the Navy last month. When I get out, I'm going to college for medicine. Haven't decided what yet, but it'll be medicine.
Well, I'm thinking about being a med tech with the Air Force. I joined the Air Force, and that's one of the career fields that I chose.
Reporting for TV 17 News at Godwin Heights High School, I'm Nancy Shirey.
What's taking Dunbar so long?
He's a place kicker, Russo.
Curfew! Dunbar! Don't drop my Big Mac.
Big Mac, you're okay, babe.
Dunbar! Dunbar! Dunbar, where are the fries? How can we eat a Big Mac without fries?
It's a good time for the great taste of McDonald's.
We combine the benefits of an adjustable bed with the relaxing comfort of a sofa and the luxury of an easy chair. The result, the Contour Chair Lounge. The Contour Chair is electrically adjustable. You can raise your head, raise your feet, or assume any position in between with a touch of a button. Over 100 relaxing positions to choose for reading, eating, watching TV, or just taking a snooze. State-of-the-art inner springs and padding provide spectacular support. Clean, functional design fits into any decor. Optional heat and massage units ease away simple tension and everyday fatigue. Why, the Contour Chair Lounge is so versatile, it's making ordinary beds, sofas, and chairs practically obsolete. Get this free catalog about the fabulous made-to-measure Contour Chair Lounge by return mail. To receive it, just call the toll-free number on your screen.
Call 1-800-228-5010 toll-free. Call 1-800-228-5010 toll-free. Call 1-800-228-5010. That's 1-800-228-5010.
This Sunday morning at 10. The Duke is saddled with a load of gold, a beautiful woman, and a troublesome trader.
Never underestimate men like Rawls, monsieur.
Plenty of adventure coming on in the wake of the Red Witch. Sunday morning's Adventure Theater.
All right, at halftime, Hamilton leads Godwin 33-26. Who are those two lovely ladies, Pat Coyna?
Well, you better introduce us to them.
That's my lovely wife, Jane, and Lindsay Rose at her first basketball game, 5 weeks old, and here she is already here at Godwin, and you can see she's enjoying every minute of it.
She's beautiful. They both are.
They sure are. Anyway, let's get back to basketball here. Godwin trailing Hamilton 33-26 in a pretty exciting first half. We get a chance, we'll run down the first half scoring summaries. Enjoyed our halftime feature with Nancy Shirey. Don't forget, Michigan State basketball follows our game of the week here, as well as high school basketball recap. Godwin comes away right away. Brooks inside, can't get the hoop, but Casper got the rebound and scored. Godwin jumps into its patented press right away. Overbeek, double teamed up front, gets it up to Reimick. Reimick, we've got a foul out front. It'll be on number 24, Carl Nelson. Carl did not pick up a foul in the first half.
It'll be interesting to see if the Godwin pressure wears down Hamilton at all and causes any turnovers.
Just underway here in our second half of action. Overbeek, who had such a hot hand in that first half, gets it out to Reimick on the floor, and we've got a jump ball.
Again, Godwin's defense making things happen for them.
Boy, I tell you, you will look at the defense here of Godwin. Pat, you mentioned the tradition of former Godwin teams, and Gene Neinheis, the coach back then, would be proud of this defensive team. Coach Jim Carroll's really got him playing good defense.
Well, they enjoyed excellent quickness. There's Coach Wayne Tanis imploring his players to a greater effort here.
Coach Tanis had to be pleased with that first half.
I think he was.
7-point lead on the road.
Especially on the road, you're right.
Brooks looks inside, gives up to Chillers from the free throw line. No good. Rebound pulled down by Behrens.
Of course, what do you do for an encore after you win a state championship?
Tell you what I do, I wouldn't come back. But he has, to his credit. Burns inside, gets the roll. Kurt Behrens has got 9 on the night, and Hamilton gets a 7-point lead again.
They have him listed at 6'7", Rick, and he looks bigger than that to me.
Tab Brooks moving inside, gets a step, falls away from 8, he's short, but Casper rebounded it in.
Offensive rebound, that's 2 for Godwin so far in the second half.
Casper did not score in the first quarter, but he had a half dozen in the second quarter, and he's got 4 already here in the third. Nice feed inside from Tanis to Overbeek, back to Reimick, no good. Reimick got the rebound though, put it up in his block, Vanderkolk with the board. Vanderkolk's first hoop of the night, but it was a biggie. Chillers from the corner, no, rebound Vanderkolk. Get a chance, we'll check the lineups for both squads. Vanderkolk from outside, no, but he got his own rebound and scored.
Nice effort inside that time by Bruce Vanderkolk, 6'5" junior.
Godwin wants a timeout, and they get it with 5:54 to go here. Hamilton 39, Godwin 30. Back with more basketball right after this.
Do you suffer from problems that your doctor says could be helped by elevating your head, chest, legs, or feet? Well, then why are you still sleeping on a flat bed? Thankfully, most of us don't have serious health problems. And yet, as we grow older, we do lose that get up and go that we once had. We fatigue a lot sooner, and we develop minor aches and pains. Well, that's why I urge you to call for this free adjustable bed catalog and these 4 valuable health reports. They're free from Craftmatic. Craftmatic beds help relieve muscle tension that flat beds can cause, and they help alleviate minor bed-caused aches and pains. Get your free catalog and these 4 free health reports right away. To receive them, call the toll-free number on your screen right now. There's absolutely no obligation. Call 1-800-228-3300 toll-free. Call 1-800-228-3300. Call 1-800-228-3300 toll-free. Call 1-800-228-3300.
Godwin comes back trailing by 9, 39-30. The Hamilton Hawkeyes showing excellent offensive rebound here in the third quarter. Belstra, the sophomore, back in the Godwin lineup now. Chillers takes the pass, moves from 14. It's no good. Rebound, Van Valkenburg strong in a hoop.
Nice move by the left-hander on the board inside. Andre Chillers having difficulty, Rick, shooting against that zone defense. He's not getting set, and they're forcing him to adjust his shot.
Overbeek out to Vanderkolk. Nice feed inside to Behrens for the hoop.
Beautiful offensive pattern that time by Hamilton. It's good basketball.
Chillers gives up. And Casper back to Chillers. Inside Belstra moving, and we've got a foul. Why we got a chance here, Pat? Let's check out the first half scoring summary. First of all, for the Hamilton Hawkeyes.
Well, they were led by number 20, Overbeek, Steve Overbeek. He had 12. Then after that was Kurt Behrens with 7. Bob Ramick had 6. Tanis 4, and Friedrichsen 4.
I called Friedrichsen Mark. He is, of course, Kurt. I apologize. I called him in a number of times. Beautiful block out front. Away comes Hamilton. 2-on-1. Overbeek banks from 8, and it's good.
And Overbeek's having a great night. He's already had 14 points, and according to our statistics, only averages 7 points per game.
Chillers from 18, no good. Rebound by Behrens. Ryming ahead to Overbeek. Overbeek stops, pulls it back out wisely. Boy, Overbeek's playing a ball game. Here's a steal out front by Chillers. Watch the quickness, driving, scooping it up and in.
Excellent move that time by Andre Chillers. Crossed over to use the basket as a shield and got the layup.
It's a 9-point lead, though, for Hamilton, 43-34. Overbeek from 17, no this time. Rebound, we've got a foul over the top on number 24, Mark Tanis.
Watch Andre cross over and lay that ball in off the glass.
All right, keep an eye on this, Pat. Mark Tanis has just picked up his 4th foul with 3:52 to go in the third quarter. And back comes Godwin.
And Hamilton looks like they're going to be content to play a zone as long as they have this lead.
Casper from 16, yes. Casper with a half dozen in each quarter of the second and third period. He's got 12, and Godwin trails by 7, 43-36.
Good look at that full court pressure that Godwin's extending.
Mark Sutton back in for Hamilton. Overbeek looks inside to Behrens, pulls back out front to Ryming. Now Overbeek does give it to Behrens. Nice reverse over to Vanderkolk for the shot. No good, but a foul on Godwin's number 24 this time, and that's Carl Nelson. Pat, we have not had a chance to look at the Godwin first half scoring summary. Why don't we quickly take a look at that? It's changed since we got to it, but...
Number 52, Lewis Vanderkolk.
All right, let me correct myself. We did have that. Let's check out Vanderkolk as he goes to the line, shooting the 1-and-1, and he gets the roll. Here's a nice shot from the end line. Vanderkolk hits them both. Hamilton back up to a 9-point lead with 3:18 to go here. Carl Nelson on the dribble. Lets it fly from 17. Good.
They need more of that right now.
Overbeek against the double team. This is Reimink. Near steal out front, but Reimink to Overbeek. Inside, blocked away. We've got a foul on number 31, Van Valkenburg of Godwin. That'll be Dale's first foul.
Van Valkenburg coming in over the top at that time. Definitely did make contact and fouled him. That's his first, team second. Correction, team third.
Common foul, Hamilton inbounds. Reimink from outside, no good. Rebound on the floor. Brooks back to the head, but Reimink steals it back. Overbeek to Behrens. Back to Overbeek. He's got the 15-footer. Can't hit it, though. Brooks with the rebound for Godwin. Ahead, we've got a foul on Carl Nelson, pushing off. I thought it was an excellent foul, number 24 for Godwin. Tried to get the ball. And Nelson, who played the entire first half without a foul, has now picked up 3. In this third quarter. I want to thank the folks who have been so helpful tonight getting our broadcast together, the information. Of course, coaches Jim Carroll and Wayne Tanis, athletic director Tom Boss at Hamilton, and Dale Shearhorn here at Godwin. Of course, our hosts here at Godwin, they've just treated us royally.
I'd like to include Bob Nordelus and Vic Woven, the administration over here. They do a fine job.
Nice feed from Vanderkolk inside, no hoop though. Vanderkolk standing passing the ball from up top. Back comes Casper, he takes the 15-footer, why not? Casper's got 8 in this quarter and 14 on the night. It's a 5-point game, and there's the near steal and a carry out front.
And Rick, when was the last time Godwin had the lead?
All right, Hamilton's coach Wayne Tanis says, I want a timeout. He gets it. The score, Hamilton 45, Godwin 40. We'll be back to basketball after this.
You're back, huh?
Yeah, I'm back. I see you got some fries to go with your Big Mac.
Don't listen to fries.
But Lester, these are not just fries. These are McDonald's world-famous French fries. Hot, crispy, delicious, golden brown.
I know what they are, and they're all mine.
Hey, Les, old pal. Old pal, nothing. You want some fries? You know what the count is.
Hey, what are you doing? You can't get away with this. My foot! Watch my foot!
I know karate.
Looks like we finally found the right real estate company.
We got an out-of-town buyer through their home marketing system.
She said they've got a signed offer on our house.
Now, Better Homes and Gardens offers a proven system to sell your home. The Better Homes and Gardens home marketing system. More than a smile and a promise.
All right, Wayne Tanis has a 5-point lead for Hamilton, but he looks a little concerned, Pat.
Well, he's content to stay in that zone defense right now. With Godwin chipping away at the lead. They were down as much as 11 in this quarter.
Chillers from 18, no good. Rebound inside by Behrens, a big board.
And that zone is causing Andre trouble from the outside. Most of his points coming from inside the lane.
Reimink feeds off to Sutton. Out to Vanderkolk. This is Reimink faking and firing from 12. Can't get the roll, though. Rebound pulled down by Godwin. Sean Ryan was in the lineup. This is Chillers on the move, moving. Oh, what a collision and a foul. It's an offensive foul on Andre Chillers. The Hamilton fans love it. The Godwin fans can't believe it. Godwin coach Jim Carroll just took his coat off on that one. You can see he wants an explanation.
It's more accurate to say he ripped his coat off. He didn't take it off, he ripped it off. I don't know. It's tough to make those calls from here.
You'll watch him.
Well, I tell you, those can go either way. And I'm glad I didn't have to make that call.
Yeah, when it looks tight on the replay, you know it was tough.
They say basketball is one of the toughest games to officiate because of those split-second decisions that you have to make.
Barron's inside, put it up, and got the roll. Big hoop for Hamilton.
That's a controversial hoop, too, of course, because Godwin gave up the possession, and Hamilton converts on it, so it's really a 4-point swing. If the call goes the other way, Chillers goes to the line. If he makes 2, it's only a 3-point game.
Linda Tarczynski showing you the score, as always, here on TV 17. Sean Ryan against that zone defense. Ryan's got the 17-footer, but thinks better against it. Tab Brooks penetrates, lets it fly from 15, and he nails it. 29 seconds to go here in the third quarter. 5-point lead, 47-42. Jumper the other way, nearly out of bounds, and now we've got a collision, and it goes to Godwin with 18 seconds left.
And I think the player from Hamilton looked at the clock and thought it was winding down to the end of the quarter. It said 22, and I'm sure he thought it said 2.
I think the Godwin fans who've been yelling ever since the start of the game were yelling shoot, 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 and I think they might have fooled the young man. Brooks with 10. This is Ryan with 8. Out to Brooks with 6. Brooks moving in. Nice feed inside to Van Valkenburg. No shot, though. Rebound, and that's the end of our quarter. We've got a foul on Hamilton's. But did it occur before the buzzer sounded? There's no time showing on the clock.
Well, they're going to shoot it. Except they're not in the penalty. They're not in the bonus, so I don't believe that they're going to go to the line.
If they're not in the bonus, you're right, they will not.
A foul was called, but there have only been 2 fouls called on Hamilton in this third quarter, so I don't believe they're going to shoot that.
Excellent point, Pat. Despite the fact that the foul is called, Godwin will really get nothing out of it, in effect.
Boy, Brooks made a nice pass inside to Van Valkenburg. He just couldn't convert it. Beautiful pass, however.
All right, apparently that is the end of our fourth quarter, or the third quarter, rather. The score is Hamilton 47, Godwin 42. Back with more right after this.
What makes Rogers one of the leading big and tall shops in the country? Well, I could give you 100 good reasons, and one of the best is Rogers' Expert Tailor Shop. Rogers' big and tall tailors pay careful attention to every little detail. Proper fit is so important to looking good. The big and tall shop of Rogers Department Store knows what it takes to give you a great fit.
Be sure to check out end-of-season savings during the winter sale going on now at Rogers Big and Tall Shop.
When we go out to eat, we want something good.
Good food at good prices.
The kids want their favorites.
And we want ours.
Yeah.
Maybe a salad, maybe a dinner. No matter what it is, we want more than fast food.
That's why we go to Mr. Fables.
The Mr. Fables family restaurants.
It's good food, fast, at good prices.
Oh, you knew that all along, now didn't you?
That's why people like Mr. Fables. People like you.
All right, there's the man that just led the Hamilton Hawkeye fans in a cheer. Received a thunderous ovation. And the Hawkeyes have the lead here. Chillers comes back and forces it up. No good. Rebound by Casper. Good.
Casper's keeping Godwin in the ballgame here.
He had 8 points in the third quarter. He's got 16 on the evening. And it's a 3-point lead, 47-44.
Godwin hasn't been this close in a long time.
Barron's from the free throw line. No good. Rebound, Casper.
Look for Andre on the penetration right here.
Here he goes. Bounce pass underneath and a hoop.
Okay, here we got a ball game. 47-46 Hamilton. If things don't go well for Hamilton this time, look for a timeout.
Double team out front. And there's the foul on Tab Brooks. He got away with one, Pat, but he just couldn't stop his body. A good call by the official. And there you see the Hamilton cheering section. They've still got the lead. Do the Hawkeyes. Bob Rymick, multi-talented athlete.
The Godwin students that you can see in the background have not sat down this entire game. Their enthusiasm for this game is unbelievable, as well as the enthusiasm shown by the Hamilton fans.
free throw is good by Reimick. And Hamilton regains a 3-point lead here. Long jumper, Chillers, he hits one.
A long time in coming, but Andre finally got a long one to go.
15 on the night, despite a cold shooting performance. 6:50 to go. Hang on, we're going to go right down to the wire. I got a feeling again. This is Tanis. Loses out of bounds, but Hamilton beats it.
Well, it's been a great game to watch. It's been not only from our vantage point, but from any spectator vantage point. Two evenly matched teams, Rick.
Long jumper, no good by Tanis. Godwin can take the lead. This is Chillers on the scoop. No good, a blocking foul.
And look for a goaltending call. I'm not sure the out official saw it, except he shook his head, saying no, but I'll tell you right now, that's questionable.
All right, now the question, there's no doubt about the foul here, but watch the block here. Well, I don't know. And I watched it the first time. I thought it was goaltending, but watching it there, Todd, I think he got it on the way up.
Well, I tell you, if you're on the bench right now, you're asking for it because it's close. But I did see the eye contact between the two officials, and the underneath official who has the ball right now was the out official, and he said no, it was not goaltending, so his word is going to count. But Andre can put the Wolverines ahead here for the first time maybe in the ball game, Rick.
I believe you're right, Pat. Hamilton has led from start to finish. And now it's tied as the Godwin fans erupt, you see.
You can see some of the fans of Godwin sitting in the corner over there. There's Jeff and Jody cheering for Godwin.
Free throw does not fall. We remain tied at 49 with 6.5 to go.
In regulation.
That's a good point. Mark Tanis, by the way, in the lineup for Hamilton. He has 4 fouls. Keep that in mind. Mark will have to play good defense without reaching. Overbeek thinks about it, takes a dribble, gives it out front, nearly stolen. Chillers on the drive. Chillers with the ball, ahead to Brooks, underneath. Casper blocked beautifully by Barnes.
Number 44, I believe, Rick. Barnes, is that who you called it? Made the great defensive play?
It was indeed a super quick hand, but Andre Chillers really feeling it now. Tab Brooks with a 15-footer. Got it!
Big basket for Brooks, number 10. 5'8" junior, Rick.
Godwin's first lead of the night.
And look at those fans across the way.
They have stood up for the entire game, and they're not about to sit now. Big possession now for Hamilton. Nice feed inside off the foot of Tanis, and Godwin gets it back. You get a look at the large and enthusiastic Godwin crowd here.
It's a great picture right there. And listen to this place if Godwin hits another one. Look for Andre to penetrate. Well, he's quick.
All right, now with Godwin has the lead, and Hamilton will not be able to sit back in that zone the way they have. Godwin has pulled out, forcing the Hawkeyes to come out and play man-to-man here.
Look for Andre. Oh, there's penetration.
Casper inside, bucket! 18 points for Casper. Godwin with a 4-point lead.
Hamilton needs time.
Vanderkalk, jumper, yes!
Hamilton has a lot of people here, Rick. They like their basketball there.
Back comes Brooks for Godwin. I tell you, folks, you get a chance to see either of these teams the rest of the way out do it.
Look at this.
Here goes Chillers. Look at the hoop. Oh!
Rick, he penetrates as well as anybody we've seen all year long.
And right in front of us, the ball goes down in front of us. Sprawling Steve Overbeek, who gave his best, almost landed in the lap of Pat Poina.
Well, they need a timeout, Rick. They're unsettled right now. The guy can go up 6, and it's just very important to settle down here. A lot of time remaining, 4 minutes and 33 seconds. A lot of time to play, but certainly momentum is in favor of Godwin. Look for Andre to penetrate anytime he gets the ball now.
Godwin has outscored Hamilton 13-4 in the fourth quarter here. Feed inside goes off the hands of Van Valkenburg. and Hamilton gets it back.
And Godwin ran their offense very well and had an opportunity to dish that ball off for an easy shot inside. The pass went astray. These kids from Godwin really are quick.
Steve Overbeek on the dribble, pulls it out front.
We talked about wearing down of Hamilton, that full court pressure. I think it's had a little effect on them, especially here late in the game.
Vanderkalk takes the pass inside. He was fouled. Good call that time. I believe it's on Sean Ryan, number 32.
One thing, though, you got to keep in mind, Rick, when you're Hamilton, you've got a lot of basketball tradition in that community. These players have been through a lot of wars, and they will not give up. They will not die easily. And I'll tell you, even though there's a 4-point differential right now, it's still anybody's basketball game.
In the bonus now, Vanderkalk's free throw is up and good.
He's had a good second half. He really has.
I tell you, I got a quick quiz for you, Pat. I know this, you don't. Vanderkalk, look at that body. What do you think he does in the fall? Golf. You're right. You're exactly right. He plays golf for Hamilton High.
Hey, it takes one to know one.
You're a golfer. That's right. Of course, that's subjective. Brooks comes out to a warm ovation. He certainly deserves that.
And Rick, we've got two Class C schools here playing, but you know, who cares when it comes to basketball? These two teams are playing their hearts out. It's a lot of fun to watch.
Nice feed inside from Childers to Van Valkenburg, and Godwin has a 4-point lead again, 57-53.
We're talking about a championship ball game here.
Here we go. Casper, 3-on-2. Chillers banks it up, no good, but Casper got the rebound and he was fouled. No, wait a minute. Let's check it. It is on Kurt Behrens.
Randy Casper, the junior, who averages 14 points a game, has 18 on the night. And Rick, he has been a hero so far for Godwin here this evening. 14 points through the third quarter, already has 2 buckets here, 18. But the big third quarter, 8 points for Casper, with Chillers combining with his production. Just a fine basketball game for number 12, Randy Casper.
Randy will get 2. A little long on the first one. He'll get another.
If he makes this one, Rick, it's the biggest Godwin lead of the night.
We'll get a nice shot here of Randy Casper from our cameraman, Dan Heiler.
Let's remember that we've got Godwin at 7-1 and Hamilton in second place, 6-2. Obviously, the pressure on the Hamilton Hawkeyes.
Middleville 5-3. Pat, if Godwin wins, they've got a 2-game lead over everybody, and it could be really rough on everybody else. But if Hamilton wins, it's open for everybody. Overbeek from outside, can't get the shot. Rebound, Casper.
Just a 6-footer and a junior comes up with a big rebound. That kid's having the ball game of the career right now for him.
Chillers penetrates and scores.
There's no stopping that young man one-on-one. No way. Great penetration by Andre Chillers. Certainly a bona fide All-State candidate.
He's got 20 on the night. Pass out front. We've got a foul on Chillers.
And that was a very good call. Andre did not have defensive position established, and he looks at the referee and nods his head in affirmation that, yes, he did foul, and kind of swatted the ref on the rear end saying, good call, ref.
That is Andre's 4th foul. And we've still got 3:12 left in this one, so there's a lot of basketball to be played.
And look for Godwin to get the ball in Andre's hands, and look for Andre to penetrate to the basket.
1-and-1 free throw up, no good. Rebound inside by Casper.
Who else? Casper. He's having a great ball game. Look at this.
Andre feeling it now.
He is feeling it. I thought he'd continue down the lane.
But Godwin's got a 7-point lead all of a sudden. Brooks will penetrate. Stop. Pop from 6. Yes.
Hey, Brooks is no slouch. He knows what he's doing with the basketball. Hamilton needs a time, Rick. They need to get organized again. Defensively, they need to change their strategy a little bit. Double team a little bit more.
Vanderkalk out front. Behrens from 15. No good. Rebound batted around. Goes out of bounds, and Godwin will get it again. Pat, Godwin has already scored 20 points here in the 4th quarter. Hamilton has 6. Quite an explosive offense by the Marines.
That tells the story. 9-point lead for Godwin. You all in Andre's hands. Look at this. Timeout Godwin. They're going to hold it now. You watch.
2:25 to go. The score, Godwin 62, Hamilton 53. Back with more basketball right after this.
You're back, huh?
Yeah, I'm back.
I see you got some fries to go with your Big Mac.
Don't mention the fries.
But Lester, these are not just fries. These are McDonald's world-famous French fries. Hot, crispy, delicious, golden brown.
I know what they are, and they're all mine.
Hey, Les, old pal.
Oh, you want some fries? You know where the county is. Hey, what are you doing? You can't get away with this. My foot! Watch my foot! I know karate.
You know, if there's one thing that everybody loves, it's getting away, the long weekend, the long vacation. And if there's one thing that everybody hates, it's running out of cash when you're out of town. Well, you won't have to worry if you have an Action Bank 24 card, Kent, because no matter where you are, you can get cash from any teller machine that bears this symbol. So, if you're caught short in Long Island or if you're feeling squeezed in Orange County, use your Action Bank 24 card. It's good all over town, all over Michigan, all over the USA.
All right, thank you, Hamilton. We love Hamilton. Glad to see Hamilton likes us. But right now, Godwin's in charge of the ball game. 62-53 with 2:15 to go. This is Chillers underneath Van Valkenburg. Pulls it out very nicely. Godwin very content to run off the clock now. The quickness will really show, won't it, Pat, now?
That's correct.
Near steal out front. It is stolen, but stolen back by Chillers.
And Rick, they started to stall with 2:25, and a little flurry there, but they've already taken off 35 seconds. Look at this.
Here he goes, and he draws the foul.
He glides to the basket so smoothly. He has amazing vertical jumping ability.
All right, don't forget, of course, following the broadcast, Pat, we've got high school basketball recap with our Player of the Week feature, and following that, Big Ten basketball.
Well, Michigan State trying to make it 2 straight on the road, playing Northwestern following this telecast. Of course, Michigan State suffering through 2 or 3 weeks without winning a couple down the road, and anytime they can get a win, whether it's Northwestern or Wisconsin, it's important to them.
Andre Chillers goes to the line. Free throws up and good.
This TV 17 Sports Special is the exclusive right of WXMI, and any rebroadcast, retransmission, or duplication without the expressed written permission of WXMI TV 17 is prohibited.
You did very well.
It's not easy to do, but you practice all week, right?
You're right. Second free throw, no good. Hamilton comes back trailing by 10. They'll need to let it fly in a hurry. Wymick does just that from 17. Can't get it tipped up, no good. Rebound Chillers for Godwin. Andre pulls up and says, we'll take our time for a change. Pretty confident with the ball, isn't he, Pat?
He's excellent with the basketball.
Penetrating. Van Valkenburg throws it back out front. And a foul out front on Overbeek. And we'll see probably a number of free throws in the final 1 minute and 20 seconds. All right, let's take a check. Next week's high school game of the week, Pat, back to the City League.
And it should be a great basketball game with the Creston Polo Bears against the Catholic Central Cougars. And that'll be shown on TV 17 at 8 o'clock next Saturday night.
Chiller's free throw is perfect. 22 on the night for Andre unofficially.
Well, 2 more and he hits his average. And Rick, I think this one's over. I think the Godwin Wolverines are going to go to 8-1, and Hamilton's going to go to 6-3.
Second free throw, no good. Rebound on the floor, and Behrens pulls it away for Hamilton.
Hamilton needs to score quickly.
Overbeek from 20. No good. Rebound, Casper of Godwin.
Who else but Casper? He's played a remarkable basketball game, especially in the second half.
1 minute to go. Godwin will run it out if they can. This is Brooks on the dribble. Boy, what a job he's done off the bench.
He has, Rick. He's played a very steady basketball game. You can see the Godwin fans, and there's the Godwin coach, Carroll, there cheering on his team, but the Godwin fans are standing behind him doing a little bit of a wave.
They'll have a 2-game lead in the OK Blue Division. And again, the fourth quarter, the key, don't forget, it was 47-42 Hamilton heading into this final period. And Godwin.
The explosiveness of Godwin is very evident, Rick. They can score very quickly in a different variety of ways.
And the defense as well, Pat. They have held Hamilton to 6 points in this final period. Free throw by Chillers is good.
Unofficially, I believe that's 23 for Andre.
You're going to count my stats. I'm sure I probably missed a few along the way.
Well, Andre's a fine basketball player. He has a lot of skill.
Can't get the second one. Van Valkenburg got the rebound and he hit it.
It's a big win for Coach Jim Carroll and the Godwin team.
Boy, it sure is. And the score is going to be deceptive to folks that may have read just the score. Jumper the other way, no good. Vanderkalk got the rebound. He's had a good second half. Scott Folkert is in the lineup for Hamilton. Chillers with 12 seconds will run it out now. Casper out to Brooks with 7. You hear the Godwin crowd shouting it down. Right side, shot up, no good, and a foul with 1 second to go.
Yeah, they're going to have to shoot the free throws and run 1 second off the clock.
Going to the line will be Sean Ryan.
Good sportsmanship shown by Andre Chillers as he's shaking hands with the Hamilton players, and of course the Hamilton players showing excellent sportsmanship as well. A class act between both of these schools. Good sportsmanship shown both teams.
The scoreboard tells the story. The home team, Godwin, is going to take a 2-game lead in the blue, and it ain't over yet, but it's just about as much as over. 1 second to go is all. As you see Sean Ryan get on the scoreboard with 1 free throw. His second one is also good. And we'll finish it up right now. Shot from the top, no good. The crowd roars, and the Godwin fans start to stream on the floor, as they should. The team has pulled it out, 69-55. And we'll take a timeout, come back with some post-game activity right after this.
What's taking Dunbar so long?
He's a place kicker, Russo.
Curfew! Dunbar! Don't drop my Big Mac.
What about a ooh?
Big Mac, you're okay, babe.
Dunbar!
Dunbar! Dunbar! Where are the fries?
How can we eat a Big Mac without fries? It's a good time for the great taste of McDonald's.
Being inducted into the Baseball Hall of Fame was certainly the highlight of my career. Baseball has given me the chance to meet some great people on and off the field, and that's one of the reasons that I really enjoy coming to Grand Rapids and the big and tall shop of Rogers Department Store. The people are great, nice and friendly, eager to assist you, always ready with that extra smile. The big and tall shop of Rogers Department Store keeps you looking and feeling good.
Floating like an astronaut in space, this tiny unborn baby can make a fist and hiccup. She wakes and sleeps, she sucks a thumb and feels pain. But her life can be ended by abortion at any time until the day she's born. Since 1970, abortion on demand has killed more unborn babies than all the soldiers in all our wars. Protect unborn babies. Call Right to Life. There are alternatives to abortion. There have to be.
West Michigan, here's your chance to count the 17s. Count every 17 you see in this announcement. Pick up an entry form at any West Michigan Little Caesars or at TV 17 and register to win our Count the 17s contest.
17's coming on, all over the place. 17's coming on.
Keep watching for more details on
17, your special place.
Back Back at the Godwin Fieldhouse, Rick Berkey and Pat Quine, we were the group of happy Godwin Wolverines, and well, they should be. Godwin has defeated Hamilton 69-55 here in TV 17's Game of the Week, and right now Godwin has a 2-game lead over everybody else in the OK Blue Division. And with us right now, winning coach Jim Carroll. Coach, congratulations. Again, the first half, it looked like your team just couldn't get things going. What happened?
I thought our kids came out nervous, and we were ready for the game, but we were a little over anxious, maybe too pumped. We didn't shoot well. I told the kids, you keep playing good defense and you rebound, good things are going to happen. We hustled for 32 minutes, and we were very fortunate to get the win.
Jim, I'd like to say some great coaching strategy at halftime paid the price, but really you didn't do anything different in the second half that you tried to do in the first, did you?
No, we didn't change much. The only thing we knew, if we got the lead or we were tied, we were going to spread it out and go 4-corner with our quickness.
And once you did that, it took you to 10 points up just like that.
Yes, we got some real easy baskets, and I got a guy like Andre Chillers in the middle. I'm going to give him the ball.
Good win.
All right, and again, some happy Godwin Wolverines with us here. First of all, on my left, Andre Chillers, outstanding game again. Andre, the outside shot wasn't coming for you tonight. Did you worry about that as the first half went through?
Yes, I did. The first half, my shot wasn't falling at all, but just like the coach said, I was really nervous. Everybody on the team was really nervous, so he just told me to start penetrating and dishing the ball off, and that's what I started doing to get the big men into the game.
What were you nervous for? Just another game, right?
Well, this was the big game. We wanted to stay on top by ourselves, so we did it.
Well, you did just that, an outstanding game, and of course, we'll be talking to you on high school basketball recap in just a moment. But right now, on Pat Quine's right, Randy Casper, and again, an outstanding game, did not score in the first quarter, finished with 19 on the night and some big rebounds in the second half as well.
Randy, of course, everybody expects Chillers to get his 24, 25 points, but I thought really, for Godwin, you were the difference tonight in terms of scoring and rebounding. In the fourth quarter, you came up with a number of key rebounds. Is that just being in the right place at the right time, or is that planned?
No, it's just working what the coach says. You just get position, you'll get the easy rebounds.
Well, you had a great basketball game tonight.
Thanks.
That we did, and Godwin wins it again, 69-55, make that. Thanks to everybody who made it so nice. And of course, public address announcer Don Scolard here, the best in the business, and certainly a good crowd, enthusiastic. Congratulations to Hamilton. They still got time to get back in this OK Blue race because there's a few games left. But again, that'll do it tonight here on TV 17. Once again, the final score from the OK Blue division, Godwin 69 and Hamilton 55.